G'day Finru here, how you doing? I'm just doing a very simple extract brew today. Just 2 cans of this blonde. I managed to get a couple of cheap cans, only $10 each, so I grabbed them and I thought I know what I'll do with those. I'll use some of my my Cascade fresh Cascade hops that I've been Cascade hops that I've been just picking out. The Cascades unfortunately weren't that good. There'll be enough for a brew, but I think I have a drainage problem in my pot. So if you're going to be planting your rhizomes, your hops, in a pot, make sure there's plenty of drainage, because I had quite a bit of flooding and the water would start at the top. So I'll be remedying that next year. I'll take the rhizome out and I'll repot it, put some new soil in and some compost and some plenty of good drainage in the bottom, probably a good 6 inches of shingle or something like that. But anyway, so this is what I've got. I've been getting this water here, so I want to start the boil off at 23 litres, and so I've figured out over another couple of brews in the past that we're doing it like this. If I put about 19.5 litres of water and bring it to the boil, and then add 2 1.7 kg cans of extract, and then boil it for half an hour while I'm adding my hops and whatnot, it will boil down to 21. It will boil down to 23 litres. Okay, so that's what I'm about. This in here, it's just about to come to the boil. I'm very lucky with this. Well, I'm lucky. It's fortunate that the element on this is about that far off the bottom, so I've got no problem of or any risk of scorching the malt. So just go down there, and I also use a pair of these vice grips. Clap them onto the side here. Not quite tight enough. See, this is where it all turns to custard. Yeah. Okay, so clamp that on nice and there we go, and then I just submerge them in there and bring them out like that. Let that sit there. Get on to the next one. And I actually quite often warm. What I did today, I warm these up, just pushing them up against the side of the kettle. So I just take this off here. I need one of those can openers, automatic jobs. I might get one of those. They look pretty good. Yep. So take that off there. Once again, go straight in. That, see that? Lovely jubbly. So this is just malt extract. There's no hops or anything like that in it. It's not a kit. So that's in there like that. Let's give that a whirl. Trusty paddle. Give that a stir. Make sure all that lovely malt is going to be put into my brew. Beautiful. Works a treat. Okay, so unclip that. Get rid of that. Put that one on there. Put it in. Fill her up. Take her out. Yeah. So that's what I've got now. I've got some New Zealand Cascade here. Controversy continues, but never mind. So some New Zealand Cascade, what I'm going to do is at 60 minutes, I'll put in, see, I'm brewing by the seat of my pants with this one. I don't know, I can't tell. I'll have to, it doesn't say on there what the alpha acid is. Doesn't matter. I'll wing it. I'm going to put about 5 or 6. I might put 10 grams of this Cascade in there at the 30-minute mark, and then I'm going to put all my fresh hops in at probably 5 minutes or a couple of minutes sort of thing, and then that'll be good, and then I'll be able to chill that down and it'll go well. There she is. That's good actually. That's working out real well. And the reason why these were so cheap, and I just stumbled across them. I just saw them there. I thought I might as well grab them and make a brew. They're very close to the expiry date or the best buy date, if you know what I mean. So it doesn't worry me too much. So I know there'll be nothing wrong with it, if you know what I mean. And I suppose, am I going to lose a lot? What? Beautiful. Clean as a whistle. Okay, so that's that done. So just give that a stir and see what she's doing. Yes, she's yeah, there's still a little bit to dissolve, but she's pretty much dissolving in there. Just got my new Dark Sarah t-shirt. Dark Sarah is a symphonic metal band that I'm quite partial to, and I ordered it while we were in lockdown last year. It's taken about 4 months to get here, and also another symphonic metal band by Ad Infinitum. They got their first CD, which I ordered online too from eBay. It hasn't arrived yet, but I'm picking it will arrive eventually. So I did actually get them a message last night, the seller from England, and I said, you know, it's not your fault. I'm not going to blame you. I don't want a refund. You know, you sent it away. I deal with this seller all the time for CDs and stuff and T-shirts and whatnot. And, you know, if they post it in the post and it gets lost, well, you know, I mean, there is a comeback, but I've way missed the comeback from eBay because, you know, they will help you out financially if you've bought something and it hasn't arrived in the due time. But I knew that there was, like, you know, with the COVID virus and everything, that it anything could happen. Here we are. This has arrived, and I had an album from Taria, triple album, vinyl album that arrived, and a couple of CDs. And this one here, I've got the CD of this. Great album, I like it. It's quite theatrical, symphonic metal. If you know symphonic metal, it's they've got the soprano vocals going up and other people. And it's a story, and yeah, I really enjoy it. And the sound quality of some of these European metal bands is freaking unbelievable. Really well mastered. But anyway, back to the brew. Yeah, so Dark Sarah, great band. And also, she put in, or her team put in a thank you, Merry Christmas card, and she signed it on the back. I don't know whether it's probably printed. But anyway, I'm thrilled with that. That's awesome. That's very cool. Right, I'm back. So my camera died. Anyway, so I picked my these are the hops. That was all I got from the Cascade, but that's enough to put in at the end of the boil. They smell divine. They're very, very good. So hopefully I'll get I got a better crop last year actually from my Cascades, Cascade hops. But as I said, I think the problem with growing them was not enough drainage. I think they need really, really good drainage. Anyway, I talked about that before. So they'll go in. The boil's gone away. I put 10 grams of pallet hops, New Zealand Cascade pallet hops in there. And so it's just a 60-minute boil, and then I'll throw these in at 5 minutes. Which reminds me, just while I'm chatting, I'll throw my wort chiller in. Let that sanitise. Now, the next, just quickly, what I want to talk about is I got a new. I'll just top my beer up. Hang on a sec. Loving this tap, by the way. Loving this tap. Now, he's making a pig of it. The other day, I came out to check things in the brew shed as I do. Always come in and check everything, and I was out of gas. And unfortunately, I had done something that I've done before, and I hope that I never do it again. Hang on a minute. Let me just double check this. It's all right. Got it sorted. So I ran out of gas, and so I had to go and get some more gas. And so what I did was I ran the gas company that I go out at Rolleston there, Southern Gas Suppliers, I think they're called, and I hire my gas bottle, and then so I pay I pay $56 to get it filled, and I rent the gas bottle for, or hire it for, $12 per month, and that suits me fine. That's how I do it. So anyway, when I rang them up and I was waiting for the phone to be answered, I was looking on their website and I went to products and it said CO2 good for lager, and it said, went down a couple and it went this other gas which is 80% CO2 and 20% nitro, and I went and it said great for draft beer, and I thought, oh, I didn't know about that. You could get a mix of the two. So what I did was I asked the lady on the phone when she answered, and I said to her, that she said, yes, you've always been having CO2, and I said, oh, I'm keen on doing the nitro mix, 80% CO2 and 20% nitro. She said, yep, fine. So I got it, brought it home. And the thing was, I was telling you before, what I didn't want to do again was I didn't tighten down my bloody posts again on my keg, and this time I didn't. It was loose on the gas in, and I freaking lost a third of a tank of gas overnight. See, I just fuck. Anyway, so I had to get a new gas tank, more gas, and so I went for this. Came home, set it up, and wow, it is so cool. It is really, really. The head is creamy, the mouthfeel is smooth, a bit like a pint of Guinness. Not quite that much, but boy, geez, I tell you what, I'm going to stick with this now for my home brew. Cheers. You can see the smoothness there of it. Okay, so this is just an extract brew like this one here. But man, it is. I'm sticking with it. So that's an 80%. They call it, can't remember what they call it, but if you're in Christchurch here and you want to check it out, I certainly recommend that you give it a go. It's absolutely fabulous. Smooth, for your dark beers and that, and your ales. No good for your pilsners or your lagers, obviously, because you want them fizzy. But I like that, this style of beer, or this type of beer, dark beers or pales, really, really fantastic. So I rate this this mix. Carbonite is what it's called. Well, that's their brand name, Carbonite. So that's carbon dioxide and nitrogen. So they call it Carbonite, and it makes a beautiful finish on your beer. It's just what the doctor ordered. It's just, every time that you try something different and it works, you bring your beer up that next level. And when you think you can just never get it any better than that, something comes along. People are always trying to up their game or provide something that's even better. And this Carbonite has really done it for me. It's just, I'm going to make sure that I get around the fact that I keep forgetting to tighten my bloody keg post down. The time before that, it was, as you remember, it was the bloody the beer out. I just do the thing as I get here and I start doing the thing and I fill it up and I tighten the post down by hand, and I think to myself, don't forget to tighten those down, and I forget. Well, I've only done it twice, to be fair, so don't be too harsh on me. Yeah. So I think it's about time now that I put the Carbonite for your beer and for your draft beer. An excellent, and if Carbonite is their name, but I'm pretty sure that anywhere in the world someone must be doing it. I've had a look around the net and I haven't really seen much about it. So 80% CO2, 20% nitrogen in the mix. The bottles are the same, the attachments are the same, everything's exactly the same. If you've got a CO2 tank, you can get it filled with that, plug it in exactly the same as you did before, and Bob's your firkin. Right, so I think it's time now to put in, I think I've got 5 minutes to go, so I'm going to put in my my hops here. I haven't actually weighed them, probably should. I don't know how many I've got here. This has got the, I'll have to take the jar off later, won't bore you with that. So it says 916 grams here, so it's I don't know what it'll be like. Hang on a minute. So 916 grams, it goes in there. Just loose, going in loose. Put that back to zero. What was that? So it's about 200 grams. Yep, it's about 200 grams of, maybe 220 grams. That says 760, so I'll work it out later. of fresh hops in there, and they're going to go in for 5 minutes. So I'll do that. I think that's all I've got to add. Yeah, so that's it from me. Brew on, enjoy your brews, enjoy your brewing, and take care. Till next time. Cheers.